that and more, coming up next.
EA Sport. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. You look at this Colt defense, we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down. Here's the run to Montgomery. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, they're playing.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Myers' kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off play action. Richardson. Jamison Williams. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Murray. That's caught by the rookie, Jaden Reed. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach or offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Now a 2nd and 6. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Colts hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. Now Richardson. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right, because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone. Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield. Now Ryland for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fighting his way through contact. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray now. Flushed it. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback? Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defense. Touchdown, Colts! Trey McBride from 21 yards away. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback. And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too. An extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's going to go down again. Quinnen Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Murray going to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Oh, good move. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And it's taken in at the 9. There he goes left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Ready?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Richardson looking to throw this. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. This is taken in by McBride. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this 2nd quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Ryland on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. 2nd half kickoff, ready to go. And we welcome you back now along. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. 2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Colts to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Richardson off the play fake. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they floated into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. First down, Murray. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Murray. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show.
Touchdown! Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Now Ryland for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on third down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards on the pickup.
Second and a couple. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Nice one. Hey. Swim.
Play fake. Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Ready.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. A solid stiff arm. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one 28 yards on the ground. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Richardson to throw off play action. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey McBride from 3 yards out. And the Colts get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. This 2nd and 4. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, That's certainly something to take pride in.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jameer Gibbs.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakan. 2nd and 9. Another run for Gibbs here.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
171 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jameer Gibbs.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Murray.
Out route looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And he'll be stopped right there at the 31. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Powers by at the 40. Still going. They can't stop him.
Now he's into the clear again.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Ryland on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And the Rams getting set to go now.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, 1st down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Let's go.
Third down and 13.
Ready.
They go play action with Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Murray, one final try. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Now this game, it was well in hand early.